That's amazing. Do you know who was the first sponsor of this bill?
Yes.
Oh, Darrell Issa in the House. Who do you have that information about the Senate? Who sponsored that?
No, I'm sorry. Yes. Who sponsored the bill? I don't have that information.
Okay. So, with all that's been said, cutting delivery to 5 days a week, the argument would be that most businesses work on a 5-day, 40-hour schedule. The argument would be that most businesses don't need mail on Saturday. How would you address that?
Well, if you cut away Saturday, and I don't think that's the day that they're thinking about taking away, is Saturday.
What are they going to take away? Tuesday?
It's going to be a day during the week. Saturday is the most productive day over the nation for letter carriers because at the end of Saturday, they know they are off Sunday. So they work most expeditiously on Saturday to get off so they can get home to their families.
Who would pick the day off?
It would be a
Postmaster General.
It would be a consensus would have to be done, or a compromise would have to be done between NALC and the United States Postal Service.
And the NALC would be looking. Say you had to cut a day. They said we're going to do deliveries 5 days a week. Come to the table. What day do you pick not to deliver mail?
Naturally, I don't want to see them pick. I don't want to have to pick a day, so I wouldn't venture to say what day that would be because I don't have all the numbers and how the configuration of the mail. What day is most productive?
But I would be thinking that most people would be thinking no mail on Saturday.
That's the general consensus, but I don't think that they're going to use Saturday because it's the most productive day of the week, like I said, for carriers delivering mail most expediently to get home.
Okay, with that said, and I know you don't really want to discuss this, but you couldn't really, if any way you look at it, you're going to lose something if it goes to 5 days a week. If you didn't deliver mail on Friday and have to come back on Saturday, that's a schedule buster right there for any working person. Any way you look at it, it looks like it would come down on the most productive day that the post office has on Saturday, because any other day you didn't deliver mail, are you not, is a business not going to get delivered during the week?
I really don't have the information to even discuss that with you in a proper form at this time.
Right. Well, nobody knows is really
Nobody
the answer. So, if these workers are laid off, what is the cost of that to the postal system? Because some of these people, I'm sure, have a vested pension. I don't know how the health care would work. Does a postal worker retain their health care if they get laid off? And you know what? Here's something we haven't brought up. You're talking United States veterans, people that have served their country, been in the military. That is the person that gets priority with the United States Postal Service. Am I correct?
You are correct.
So you're talking about putting 500 local veterans on the unemployment line right in the Baton Rouge area with this, if this becomes law.
Basically, I'm talking about a number that would average to be about 500 statewide. Not just the Baton Rouge.
500 statewide.
500 statewide. We're talking about 80,000 to 100,000 jobs. And we don't have the information about how they're going to do it, how they're going to proceed with this. We were thinking that it was a ploy for our contract. Our contract is up, and they are in mediation as we speak, trying to get a contract with the Postal Service. So we thought it was a ploy, but we're seeing now that the bills are moving on. Dan Issel has a strong hold on the House of Representatives, and there's a bill there that has co-sponsors. There's H.R. 1351, United States Postal Service Pension Obligates Recalculation and Restoration Act of 2011. It would give back the money that the Postal Service, that the Congress has mandated that they pre-fund health care for the next 75 years within 10. There's another bill, H.R. 137, has approximately 219 co-sponsors, which expresses the sense of the House of Representatives that the USPS should take all appropriate measures to ensure continuation of 6-day delivery. So we're not sitting idly by and letting this happen. We have proactive bills in the Congress that would fix the problem of the Postal Service. It's just that we can't get them to the floor.
Okay. As you see it, Mr. Walker Williams, we're talking with Mr. Walker Williams, President of the National Association of Letter Carriers, the NALC Local 129 here in Baton Rouge. And my question is, as the National Association of Letter Carriers sees it, what the only problem financially that the postal system has is funding this pension, is what you're telling me.
That's absolutely correct. That's why I say, if it ain't broke, why are you fixing it?
Right. Now, what is the pension fund that covers the postal employees? What condition is it in to make these politicians take this action? Is it in trouble?
No. They, like I said,
how well is it funded?
To the tune of 50 to 75 billion as we speak.
I mean, is it funded percentage-wise? How is it funded? Is it, I mean, there is, you know, a lot of pensions are in the critical state right now. I'm talking, you've got the state pension fund is in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, I understand.
So you're telling me, is the pension 100% funded now, 90% funded?
It's there's a surplus. The surplus is.
So you're saying it's over 100% funded right now?
For sure, for sure. We are. When they say pre-fund health care for the next 75 years within 10, we are actually pre-funding health care for babies that are not born yet.
Okay, but currently, I want to get this straight for our listeners.
Sure.
Currently, your pension, the pension for the National Association of Letter Carriers, is 100% funded for the current employees?
Yes, it is.
Wow. I don't understand what the motivation would be of Darrell Issa, I just don't understand what's going on.
The only motivation I can see is that they're trying to destroy the middle class in this country. They have systematically gone after the middle class, and to me, in my opinion, they only want two classes of people: the very, very poor and the very, very rich. And I don't understand why you're trying to fix something that the taxpayer has not had to spend one dime other than buy the stamps that they have to send the letters to. And by the way, it's the most productive and trusted company in the United States at this time.
I like those forever stamps.
Yes.
Big fan of those.
Yeah.
Big fan. You know, I really don't know. You got this Tea Party thing, and I know Darrell Issa, Representative Darrell Issa is involved in that. Could you tell me, is our local congressman, district...
that would be Cassidy.
Dr. Congressman Bill Cassidy, He'll let you know he's a doctor quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Is he a co-sponsor of this bill?
No.
What?
1789. I'm sorry. Yes, he is.
Oh, okay.
1789. Yes, at the House of Representatives. Yes, he was. He is one of the people that are not on board with saving the Postal Service, as I understand it, and has not voted to save the Postal Service.
Well, that comes to no surprise to me. So, I mean, the motivation, I don't understand as you say it, as you tell us here. Is this a Tea Party-led thing, you think?
Well, if you'll notice...
I mean, they don't want the mail delivered to their house. I guess the next thing, the garbage won't be delivered, won't be picked up. We don't really need recycling. You can drill for oil over in Howell Park over there, where kids can deal with that. But I don't understand what's going on in this country.
It's beyond me, too. Like I said, if it's not broke, I don't understand how you can take a perfectly sound organization that delivers the mail, that actually employs about 750,000 workers in this country.
Mostly veterans.
Correct. Because they have they have to hire the veterans. If they pass the test and go on, they have to they give them, I think it's 10 to 15% when they first go in. I'm a veteran myself. I served in the Vietnam War. So yes, I enjoyed the privileges of being a postal worker for 33 years. And I've never seen them go after the middle class or the letter carriers the way they're going after them right now. Hard-working American people.
Well, Walker Williams, president of the National Association of Letter Carriers, Local 129, we're going to have to leave it there. We appreciate you coming in and informing the public of what's going on with our letter carriers. Not all of them are Newman on Seinfeld, right?
No.
That's my favorite mailman. Newman or the guy on Cheers.
Yeah.
Cliff.
Yeah,
Cliff. I'm Michael D. Day, and this is Baton Rouge Labor Radio. We're proudly broadcast on WHYR 96.9 FM, and you can hit me up on Facebook, Michael D. Day, or you can go at DDay198 on Twitter, leave a question or comment. I'll address it the best I can. So I'm sure Walker Williams would agree with me. As we say on Baton Rouge Labor Radio, if you work for free, you'll always have a job. Live better, work union, have a nice day.